Hello, you guys. I hope you're good. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Before I even begin this video, I just wanted to tell you guys how much I love you and how much each and every one of you mean to me. Like, I try to go through all of the comments, and I know, like, I miss a lot, but I was just going through some comments yesterday, and I don't know, like I literally felt so warm and happy in my heart. So thank you so much for all of the love that you guys have given me. I really appreciate it. So I wanted to talk about surgery. Early on in my transition, I remember I would talk to so many people about the surgeries that I wanted. And I had this one friend, and I would always tell her the type of woman that I envisioned myself to be. I've said this before and I'll say it again, that I was one of the girls who thought that I needed everything. I thought that I would need to have a butt implant, I'd have my hips done, I'd have my nose done, I'd have my chin implant, brow bone, all of it. Anything you could get, I wanted to get. Because I had such dysphoria every time I would look in the mirror. It was just, I don't know, it was not even like a slap in the face. It felt it felt like I was in prison, if that even makes sense. But anyways, so early on in my transition, I basically considered surgery as the marker for success. That if I did not have surgery, it somehow made my transition invalid, or it meant that I wasn't moving on with my life, or it just meant that I was stagnant. And I based my entire transition on what surgery I was going to get, when I was going to get it. So for a big chunk of my transition, I felt like I wasn't trans enough. I felt like I was invalid. And I felt like the surgeries that I would have defined me. So I eventually did have my surgery. I had my bilateral orchiectomy. And I remember when the hormones and everything started to take an effect on my body, when everything started changing, I literally went through a hormone high where I would wear the shortest dresses, and I just like embraced my sexuality and I embraced my new body. And I'll be honest, it was fun. It was fun in the beginning. It definitely was. But I'm at a point right now in my transition where I realize that surgeries cannot and should not define your transition. It's very, very easy for us to get caught up in that whole narrative of I will have surgery and I will have arrived at some point. But the thing is, it's a slippery slope because I think so many of us get into this mindset that I'm going to do A, B, C, and then I'll be happy. And once we get to point A, we start to want to do other things. And I've realized that, it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to not look 100% perfect all of the time. In fact, wanting to be perfect and wanting to look perfect is a goal that we're never really going to achieve. And I understand, like, a lot of us want to be as close to perfection as we possibly can, and we want to be close to our ideal of perfection. But the thing is, when it comes to surgeries, I know for myself that surgeries they're very much a classist thing, and they're a signifier of economic differences. The girls who are able to get surgeries are often privileged. Many of us are not able to get surgeries, and when we do get surgeries, we have to literally jump through hoops and get loans and put ourselves in debt just so we can be more comfortable. But I want to let you know that even if you haven't had anything done, or even if you think that what you have had done isn't quite enough, These surgeries don't define you. They don't define your womanhood. They don't define your journey. And they don't define your worthiness. You are still worthy. You are still excellent, just as you stand, ever and always expanding into more. Just know that right now where you are is where you're supposed to be. It may seem frustrating, it may seem confusing, and it may feel like you're stagnant. But just know where you are is where you're supposed to be. And things will get better. They may not materialize in the exact same way that you think they should. But trust me when I say this, a better day is ahead. It really is ahead of you. So I just want you to know that and to never give up hope. This is your transition. This is your journey. And you need to fight for it every step of the way. I love you guys so much. I promised it would be a short video and I delivered, right? Anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope that you all have a wonderful and amazing day. And just remember, I love you. I really, really love you. And I know that we're going to get through this together. You and me, we're going to get through this together, I promise. And this life is not enough to defeat you.